Jen here. In this video, I want to talk about the 3 desires of your ideal client. Now, when outreaching to our ideal client, it's of paramount importance to speak in terms of their challenges and their desires. Connecting with our ideal client's current pains makes them feel heard and understood. Talking to them about their dreams and desires makes them feel inspired and encouraged. A combination of these in our sales and outreach copy creates an emotional connection, and this holds their attention long enough for us to present a solution, our product or service, as a means of bridging the gap from where they are now, their pain, to where they would like to be or their desire. Done well, this brings the right person, the ideal client, to the point of willingly, even gladly, parting with their money to work with you because they can see it, they can feel it, and they know that they're investing in a destination and a solution. What is critical here, though, is that there are 3 desires of our ideal client that we must speak to. And the best illustration I can give to articulate this is in the framework of a story. In every story, we have several ingredients. We have a character with a desire. They face an obstacle or a challenge when trying to achieve their desire, and they go through a struggle or a journey to overcome the obstacle and to achieve the desire. Every storyteller, from Jane Austen to Shakespeare to Disney, uses these 3 ingredients. Now, of course, many stories are much more complex with multiple characters and multiple obstacles and multiple battles and struggles. However, those 3 main ingredients remain. This is why storytelling, much more than charts and tables and dot points and numbers and graphs, is so powerful when selling, because we take our ideal client on a journey of transformation and show them the outcome. We can create a full picture of them overcoming their challenge or obstacle to achieve their desire. And in doing so well, we position ourselves as a guide to helping them achieve their desire. However, this is where it gets really interesting, because characters in stories are never simply driven by one simple desire. We humans always have complex layers of desires that motivate us. And the more we can identify and resonate with the layers of desires within our ideal client, the more powerful our sales messaging can be. Think about any character from any story that you love. It could be Elizabeth Bennet from Jane Austen. It could be Luke Skywalker from Star Wars. It could be Harry Potter from, well, the Harry Potter books, or just insert your favorite character here. They always have 3 desires: an external desire, an internal desire, and a philosophical desire. So let's look at the Star Wars story as an example. The story follows the basic external desire of Luke Skywalker to find the princess and to bring the secret plans for the Death Star to her and therefore to save the galaxy. However, Luke is also driven by an internal desire to impress the beautiful princess and to build friendships and bonds with the people who go on the journey with him as he becomes the hero. And finally, Luke is deeply driven by a philosophical desire to understand more about his own origins and to understand his calling and his destiny as something greater than simply a farm boy. These 3 desires, the external, the internal, and the philosophical, not only make Luke an interesting character, it also raises the tension of all of the obstacles that he faces along the journey. And finally, it amplifies the joy when he achieves the desires. It makes his victory so much sweeter. Multiple desires, multiple obstacles, and a journey that holds them all together. This is what makes a story truly great. And this is also what makes sales messaging truly great. You think about Nike. It doesn't only appeal to your desire to get fit or to play sport. This could be your external desire. Nike also cleverly appeals to your desire to be attractive, admired, both by peers and romantic partners. This is your internal desire. And most significantly, Nike appeals very cleverly to our desire to be great, our desire to find deep courage, to overcome the odds of our life, to become the true warrior and the true hero that we secretly know that we are meant to be. Let's think of another brand. So Apple, for example. Apple doesn't only appeal to your simple desire to get work done or to communicate with someone. This is your external desire. But Apple appeals very cleverly to our internal desire to not only do work, but to do work that's beautiful and aesthetically pleasing to ourselves and to other people. And more importantly, Apple appeals to our desire, our deep philosophical desire to tap into our true genius, despite feeling like we don't really fit, but owning our identity as a misfit, owning the fact that we think differently and that it is this very different that makes us uniquely able to shape the world and make the world a better place with our creativity. So you see, great brands tell great stories. If you can effectively map not only the external, but also the internal and the philosophical desires of your ideal client, and if you show that you can take them on a journey to overcome the obstacles of their life and to achieve those desires, then you have some truly awesome sales messaging. So if this is interesting to you and you would like to work on your own sales messaging and tell some amazing stories, then comment below. We can set up a time for a conversation. I'd love to hear about your brand, your product, and your service and how you're helping your ideal client. But that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you found it valuable and I look forward to seeing you in a future video.